Back on the countdown, Mr. DJ, countdown my fancy playlist, October 17th, 1993. At number 7, hip hop dance record, Zhane, a club banger, Hey Mr. DJ. At number 7, up one from number 8 the previous week. Zhane, two women, Renee Nufila. I got the French pronunciation of that last name from YouTube. I believe it's Nufila. It might be Nufel or Nufel. I'll just call her Renee, just to make it simple. And Gene Norris. Renee and Gene, they met at Temple University. They started singing together, sang at talent contest, got a major break in 1991 when they teamed up with DJ Jazzy Jeff on that album, the album that had Summertime on it, the lovely Summertime. Back in the summer of 1991, the runner-up to that song was Ring My Bell back in the fall of 1991, and Renee and Gene, they sang on that record, at least according to the research. I was like, dadgummit, I didn't know that. Of course, that was before they got big. And based on the success of that record, and they were collaborating with other people as well, a record mogul, his name was Benny Medina, he suggested to Gene and Renee, why don't you form a group? Renee, she took the first two names, their first names, the French pronunciation of their two names, which came out as Zhane, Renee and Jean, Zhane. But instead of putting a J in front of it, she put a C in front of it, like the last letter of the alphabet, to give it a little bit of street creed, a little bit of that hip-hop feel, hip-hop flavor in the air, and called themselves Zhane. And they got together, they met somebody from Naughty by Nature. DJ, his name was DJ KG. And he took them into the recording studio and they recorded Hey Mr. DJ. It was for an album called Roll with the Flavor, which was a compilation album of sorts. And Hey Mr. DJ just flew right off the shelf. Went to number 6 on Billboard's Hot 100. Big R&B hit. Classic, iconic dance club banger. Hip-hop club banger by Zhane. Got a deal with Motown Records in 1994. One thing led to another with Zhane. And Groove Thing, oh my God, I loved Groove Thing. Hitline was all over Groove Thing. They had this fantastic a cappella beginning of the song. They sounded really great together, almost like, well, kind of like Destiny's Child or later on or In Vogue, and then they launched into that beat, that Groove Thing. Another song was Request Line. There was a remix of Request Line. That was off their second album called Saturday Night, which came out in 1997, which was really good. And by the way, their first Motown album was called Pronounced Zhane. Later on, Gene Norris, they're still kicking around too. These two women, Gene Norris, she married a guy named Marcus Baylor. Marcus Baylor was a drummer. If you're into jazz, you probably heard of the group the Yellow Jackets. He was a drummer with the Yellow Jackets back in the 2000s. Jazz fusion group. And Gene Norris, she came out with a couple of albums, one of them a Christian album. And then she teamed up with her husband, Marcus Baylor, and they called themselves the Baylor Project. And they came out with an album called the Baylor Project, The Journey. And get this, that album got 2 Grammy nominations. One of them for Best Jazz Vocal Album. Or was it Best Jazz Vocal Album. Just trying to wade through my chicken scratch once again. This is what my notes look like. Yeah. Oh well, anyway, Zhane at number 7. Fantasy playlist, October 17th, 1993.